The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
You're on in this morning, and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It is Friday, the 11th of November, 2022. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. That means it's about time to start saying happy holidays to everybody. We got all kinds of holidays about to be celebrated from now until the new year. And we Bahamians, we love a party. So we're going to celebrate all of them. Most importantly, the chill is in the air, and that's how you know winter is almost here. It is Friday. That means it's a Sports Friday with Mr. Eric Sawyer III. Good morning, Mr. Sawyer.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
With the chill being in the air, it also means that it's time for these Dolphins to start losing.
It's okay, as long as we win it. When we start losing, we can get to that conversation.
Yeah. Short order.
That means that the offensive line have to be better than Tua. Right now, Tua is the brightest spark on that team. The offensive line got to perform better than him for the Dolphins to survive through the winter and to the playoffs.
What are you going to lose? Trust me.
Listen, I did not wear my Rowan shirt today, and I did not wear my Tom Brady tights today.
I see you have on a Toronto Raptors jersey.
Yeah.
That old Vince Carter.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I have on my Slam Dunkin' shirt today, and we're bringing a different attitude to this game. Obviously, I've been too soft. I need to be harder in my critique because I should have brought it from the break. Turns out Tom Brady is like the Valley Boys. Ain't nothing been right since the Valley Boys leave the JCNP. Nothing. Right? Because they ain't leave me.
I mean, don't get me wrong now. I'm a Saxon.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I could care less. That's another story for another day.
Right. But they didn't leave me. They must leave JCNP. They didn't leave Bay Street because we see them. They come on Bay Street.
Yeah, they're on Bay Street every day.
Claiming it, right? But Tom Brady, his life has never been the same since he let his wife leave him.
You ever see? I mean, the man got a divorce because he would not stop going to work.
Yeah.
Look at the irony in that.
And now he gonna have to go to work forever. The Buccaneers can never fire him. ESPN can never fire him. This could be the first way to go from quarterback to the back office. He can be sweeping up in the kitchen when he's 75.
Yeah, man. Football is his life.
Yeah, it will have to be. We can get into that in a little bit. I didn't think I would say it, but the off-the-field NFL news is almost as exciting or more exciting than the on-the-field NFL news this week. Let's get started, though. I do have a giveaway.
Okay.
Now, I have a giveaway for the Jazz Fest in the Gardens event at Bristol Cellars.
Oh, I thought you was meaning Miami. Okay, go on.
Oh, the Dolphins or the
No, I
Heat?
mean the Jazz Fest thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I got some heat for the Heat, too. Jazz Fest in the Gardens, Bristol Cellars Premier Crew, tonight, Friday, November the 11th, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Come and enjoy Paul and Tanya Hanna, the United Band with Kevin Dean and Earl Forbes, the pianist Cyril, Osana Neely, String City's Adelia Major, just to name a few.
Osano is my classmate's little brother.
Yeah? Yeah, Osana.
Shout out to CG. What's going on, CG?
He bad on that thing, man. So, tickets are $25. Your ticket includes a welcome drink. And you could purchase tickets at tickets.rockthecity.net. That's tickets.rockthecity.net. And this year, they live streaming. And you can find out the details to purchase the link for the live stream at ariaclass.com/shop. That's ariamusicclass.com/shop. Okay, here is the question. Now, Mr. Sawyer, I had a jazz-related question, and I had a sports-related question. But I think we can do the sports-related question for this giveaway. There's one ticket giveaway. Before we do the giveaway, producer, let's go to this caller, and then we'll start the competition after the caller. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock.
Make a call. Please hang up.
They're gone.
Oh, there
Okay,
you go.
here we go. Now, the numbers to call to answer are 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4259. Do not text the answer. Do not text the answer to play along. You got to call 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4259. If you miss those numbers, go to Guardian Talk Radio on Facebook. Look for the call-in numbers there. Are you ready? Here is the question.
Go on.
How many NFL games are being played on Thanksgiving Day, and who is playing? Again, to
That's a
win.
two-part question.
Yeah, it's easy though. Because when you find the first, you can find the second.
Yeah.
To win a ticket to the Jazz Fest in the Gardens tonight at Bristol Cellars, how many NFL games are playing this Thanksgiving Day, and who is playing? Here we go. I see we got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller. You on the clock?
Well, good morning, Erin, and to everybody in studio. You know, it was funny what you said. It looks like sports becoming more exciting off the court or off the field than on the field.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's ironic. Now look at this. What the man named Tom, the football player Tom with all the rings.
Tom Bahamian Brady?
Yes.
There you go.
I don't know if you're on Twitter. I gave up Twitter. I just got tired of it. But, you know, I'm wondering if we heard a tweet from him because he was down here at a $5,000 ticket event about a year ago with some crypto thing.
Yep.
And most Bahamians couldn't attend because, you know, we didn't have 5,000 to go there.
Graham, you wait for the Houston Astros, eh?
No,
Why
I don't
you
watch any-
stealing my signs? Why you?
I don't watch any sports actually. I prefer to be doing something, some exercise, or maybe going and doing something rather than watching someone else do it. And
Absolutely.
then buying their expensive jerseys and all the crazy. I can't do it. And then some events like soccer, the world's biggest sport, was they had a problem about 15 years ago where they broke up the whole stadium over there, and I think it was Italy, where they paid a guy to miss a goal. So I figured if you could rig that, you could rig basketball and football and any other thing could be rigged if enough people bet in the wrong way. Anyway, that's a conspiracy, but you think about it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
we got three. I mean, this is he's one of the biggest guys, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Won a lot of Super Bowls, and now he's the wife is leaving, and he might have to be the janitor or the hot dog salesman out there.
Now look here. Don't perpetuate that joke, because when you dig one hole, you might as well dig two holes.
It's true. Now, but I'm gonna leave you with this one, Erin.
Yeah.
You got Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Tony Blair.
Former
Remember?
Prime Minister. Yeah.
Former. And you got the former President of the United States,
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Uh-huh.
You got three of them in our little tiny country, so they say we tiny, for one event.
Yeah.
I want to see a tweet from any of them today. What do you think they saying today about what they promoted, the crypto thingy? That would be so fun to see what Tom Brady and Bill Clinton got to say today.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I go on.
Thank you, Graham. So we might as well get right into it, Mr. Sawyer. I
Yeah.
found a story yesterday.
Yeah.
Tom Brady likely lost big with FTX crypto collapse. Back in 2021, Tom Brady and his then wife, Brazil Gisele Bunchen,
All kind of money they invested.
reportedly planted a large stake. I think his fortune is 200 million. Her fortune is 400 million. See, that's how I know Tom Brady is a Bahamian. He marry up. He shot his shot high in the sky.
Yeah,
And-
man. If not, why not, man?
No,
Shoot
absolutely.
for the moon if you miss.
Who's supposed to
among the
believe in you
stars.
more than you? You got to believe in
Exactly.
yourself. Anyway, they reportedly sank a large stake into the FTX crypto exchange after having already announced a partnership with FTX and its CEO Sam Bankman-Fried back in 2020. As brand ambassadors, the two gained an unknown equity stake in the company in exchange for crypto, likely FTX's native coin, FTT. It's a big issue. And I tell you why, because I think it drives attitudes on the court, right? This is some off-court conflict, politics issues that will definitely impact on the field. Here's another story. What executives can learn from Odell Beckham Jr.'s Bitcoin decision. So Odell Beckham Jr.
Was paid peanuts for last year.
Yeah. He can end up netting approximately $35,000 after being paid $750,000 for his last season.
Yeah, and he demanded that it be given to him in Bitcoin.
Hold on, wait. He demanded. It wasn't like, hey, boy, you ever thought about taking this in Bitcoin?
No.
And he's like, yeah, that's a good idea.
No.
He walked into place asking for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Anyway,
A lot of
dear,
Rams on the hook for 35,000 as opposed to 750. You know, these fellas' light bills be $35,000 a month.
this is what I'm saying. And he didn't play this year.
Yeah, he ain't play yet.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about the future. But
Some people say he going to the Cowboys. We'll see. Or the Packers.
well, at this point, it's no longer his choice. I know Odell
No, he got to
Beckham.
go wherever he can pay some bills right now.
Right, whoever will take him, and I hope there's more fairness. Well, I don't know about equity. I hope there's more fairness and niceness in the league. But if I was looking for a star player who's hungry to produce, boy, we's gonna play a game with Odell Beckham.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to see how well his ACL holds up. Because remember now, he
That's
tore
just
that
what
in
I'm
the Super
saying.
Bowl, so we'll see.
The tables have turned, right?
Yeah, because he literally has no money. You got to call.
Ah, there we go. We got two callers on the line. You calling to answer the question. Here we go. You are on the clock. Sorry, caller, call back. I will send you your 35 cents. It's only 30 cents, you know, but
Yeah,
I just
5
rounded
cents,
up.
yeah.
35
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good morning. Let's go to producer. Let's go to this call. Good morning, caller. You on the clock?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling to answer the question.
Yes, sir. Here you go.
It's 14 teams. 14 games.
No, how many NFL games?
NFL games, 14 NFL
On
games.
Thanksgiving Day?
Sorry?
On Thanksgiving Day?
Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving the 27th.
No,
When is Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is indeed
the 24th.
The 20
Fourth. Okay.
Thursday,
okay.
the
Sorry.
24th.
Okay.
That's okay. That's all right because you're a true Bahamian and Thanksgiving ain't your cultural thing.
in your holiday, yeah.
Right. See, because Bahamians, we don't just celebrate the
We
one
just
day.
want to eat. We just want to eat.
And it's the whole weekend. We're taking the whole weekend. Okay, another caller. Good morning, caller. You on the clock.
Good morning, Erin, Greene. Good morning, Sawyer boy.
Morning, bro.
I see Graham trying to mess up bring politics into our sports.
Yeah.
And it lead up on Monday and Tuesday, eh?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about how this crypto crash has impacted the sports world. On Monday, we can delve a little deeper into it.
Yeah, I've been to that because I almost get robbed. I almost invest in that.
Buddy, y'all don't listen to my show, eh? I'm not saying.
Like cash is king.
I just saying,
Still
like,
king.
before you go and invest in something heavy, come try my investment firm, Sea Grape House. You could invest in as many sea grapes as you want, buddy.
Erin, when you reach the PPP, then we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go with regulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, I saw your boy talking about my dolphin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saw your boy.
Yeah.
What you said when we first get into the NFL, you say we need to win 3 games.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, y'all doing a little bit better than 3 games. You know.
Yeah, I want you to apologize.
I must admit you're doing a little better
Yeah,
than 3 games.
We get into the playoff.
Yeah, y'all probably will go to the playoffs, but I mean, y'all won't make any noise.
Eric, show him the start.
I just saying, if I were trying to tease
I
Mr.
think we're
Sawyer,
second place, eh?
Pumpkin Eater, if I was trying to tease Mr. Sawyer about what was going on with the Dolphins, I'd remind him that the Dolphins are 6-3 and the 49ers are 4-4. Mind you,
Yeah,
they had a bye week.
Mind you, my 49er team is better than the Dolphins team. But
All
we'll
right.
see December 4th.
Pumpkin Eater, I gotta go. I got a call on the
All
line.
right, we'll talk more about that on next week.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock. Have you called to answer the question?
Yes, I have.
Absolutely.
3 games.
Okay.
All right.
Who's playing?
Thanksgiving Day. Okay. The Lions at the Bills.
Uh-huh.
Cowboys at Giants.
Uh-huh.
Vikings at Patriots.
Absolutely. Now listen, give my producer your name and your number.
Okay.
I will forward that to the organizers of the event. You will meet your ticket at the gate. When you go, you will ask for Miss Tanya Hanna.
Tanya Hanna.
Absolutely.
No, make sure to get yourself a sharp haircut, snazzy shirt.
Absolutely.
It's jazz time, brother.
Okay,
And
and,
if-
that's for what? That's for the
Jazz
Garden-
Fest in the Gardens this evening, tonight at
Yes. What time they start?
6 o'clock.
6. Okay, let me. Okay, is the producer ready for my name and number?
Yeah, the producer will
You can
be
take it
ready.
right
And
now.
if they ask you to sing along, you have to sing along. That's all. That's it. Anyway, thank you for calling. Thank you for participating. And it's great to see all kinds of different types of music being celebrated, right, in the country. Why I like to tie in with this is because a lot of football players, they go to dance class.
That's how they learn to toe drag swag and tap on the sidelines.
Right,
and
improve
juke.
agility
Yeah,
and
yeah, moves, yeah.
and we say jukeability, jump off that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I watch
Juke left and juke
anyway.
right.
Football was really, really exciting this week.
Always is.
Football was really exciting. Let's look through week 10. Dolphins beat the Browns.
You think
No,
so?
Dolphins going to play the Browns. I think they can beat them.
I mean, the Browns handily devoured. Who they played last? I think the Bengals. Yeah, they played the Bengals last
Yeah.
week Thursday, and they devoured the Bengals. And the Bengals have a great quarterback. I mean, Jamar Chase, of course, wasn't playing.
Yeah.
because he's injured. But they have a great quarterback in Joe Burrow. Like, that's not a team to just sneeze at and call it a day. So Tua gonna have to crank up that arm once again, because he got to throw the ball as hard as he could throw, and Tyreek Hill still got to wait. That's how fast Tyreek Hill is. He still have to wait for the ball.
That's something, eh?
You have to wait for the ball. Like, that's amazing. Like, you fly downfield 40, 50 yards, and you there before the ball get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he gonna have to crank up that arm. Hopefully he don't throw it at shoulder trying to get the ball to Tyreek Hill every time, because him and Jalen Waddle.
They got to ask Tyreek Hill to moderate himself.
Yeah, man, you got to calm down, man. Calm
Yeah.
down, because the Chiefs used to play. If you throw the ball long to Tyreek, fine. But for the most part, they used to throw the ball to Tyreek on a sluggo pattern,
Right.
which is slant and go.
Yeah,
Right, so he runs a slant and then he goes, and the ball will be there as he running,
right.
because it's just easier to get the ball to him in space,
Yeah.
than it is to just throw the ball to a space and say catch it.
Absolutely.
Because he catches a ball with his body, he don't catch a ball with his hands, and that's gonna be the end of it. That's gonna be his demise anyway, because he too like catch ball with his body
Absolutely.
and not his hands.
Absolutely. I got a text here that says, great show as usual. You say don't text, you don't know your texters don't rule. Dear texter, thank you for texting. No, they rule. They behave. Sometimes you got to do it this way to make it easier, man. I got a text here for you, says Reggie Miller, and also how good was Reggie Miller? And can Buddy Hield carve out a place in the Pacers, similar to what Reggie Miller carved out? Because Reggie Miller made the Pacers with the three-point ability.
Reggie Miller is the best. Well, actually, he is the only one that I know, because I used to actually try to, do this. When I told fellas, hey, listen, because growing up as a child, you always say, oh, but you tall, go in the post, you can play center, go in the post. And the little short, they'll cut off fellas used to play ball. Fellas who ain't ever grow. Yeah, okay. But I's the God. You end up 5'6" in life. You still won't make the NBA. At my height, I'm Steph Curry. I'm a god.
Yeah.
You should have let me just play God. But I used to try to model some of the shots that I take on the court after Reggie Miller. He's the only player that used to take turnaround three-pointers.
Uh-huh.
Not even looking at the rim,
Uh-huh.
He just catch the ball, turn, and fire.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Like,
was the baddest.
He was bad, son.
Then-
Now,
and that's-
now, as it relates to Buddy,
Yeah.
if the Pacers want him, yes, he can carve out a little niche for himself. I don't think he'll ever be Reggie Miller.
But I mean, look here. He already catch Curry in the three-pointers for the what? For the
First 4 years.
Yeah,
First 4 or 5 years of career, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he...
That's a statement.
He is on the right track.
Yeah.
But to be a legend in Indiana, but you got to go through Larry Bird first. Bird from French Lick, Indiana. Then you got to go through Reggie Miller, who wasn't raised in Indiana, but of course that's his only team he ever played for.
Right.
He played well for them, played hard for them over the years. But Reggie and that catch, turn around, no look 3-point shot, that's a dagger, son.
See, I feel
Anywhere
you.
on the court.
The Eastern Conference is looking rough. It's looking rough.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks maintain the number one spot from last
so far,
week, right?
So far, yeah.
And
Chris
these-
Middleton ain't even playing yet.
These are stats from yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yesterday's NBA board. Bucks are number one in the Eastern Conference
Mm-hmm.
at 10-1. Celtics pushed up. They had 4 wins over the week. They're now 8-3. They were sitting. I think they were sitting beneath the Heat.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
Heat dropped to 4-7.
I think the Heat lost last night.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so here are the numbers to call if you want to join this conversation. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. I especially speaking to Mr. Jace Brannon, the number one Celtics fan in the Bahamas,
He ain't
apparently.
called back since the finals.
Yeah, he ain't called back in a long time.
With his, he speaks so meticulously.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a wonderful representative for the Celtics
wonderful representative.
franchise.
When
Don't
they
slunk, but don't slunk because they winning.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
fact,
they winning
apparently,
now.
since the league merger, these guys are the winningest team.
Oh,
The Celtics. I saw a stat yesterday that said they have a something 118.
fakenews.com.
I mean, possibly. You know, people like to talk about their team,
Yeah.
but that 4-win streak was impressive.
Yeah,
Drove
man,
them
they
up to
playing
number
well.
two-
Yeah,
up
they
to number
playing well.
3.
Malcolm Brogdon is an essential point guard, because now JT and Jalen don't have to create shots for themselves and their teammates. They can just go down, get set, and Malcolm Brogdon, who is indeed a true point guard, he can start the play, but distribute the ball where it needs to go in a timely manner. So, yeah, their team looks good. you know. Robert Williams still kind of injured, still trying to work his way back.
Right. So, I mean, this may be the season for Buddy, right? He's got a strong.
Celtics should have bring in Dwight Howard, though.
From where? Where he is? In retirement? Where Dwight
Well, I
Howard
mean,
is?
He just signed the other day, Thailand or Turkey or Japan.
He's
something
playing.
like that.
He's playing in foreign.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
no NBA teams wanted him. Like they were trying to say after 18 years and a Hall of Fame career, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All Defense, blah 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 blah.
Is it because of the lack of skill or the amount of money they think he's going to demand and they're unwilling
The
to
lack
pay
of
it?
shooting. He doesn't shoot, and most big men nowadays shoot.
Yeah.
You see, but you still need defense. Defense still win championships. Ask the Warriors.
Ask the Bulls. Ask
Ask the Bulls,
the
yeah.
Dennis Rodman Bulls.
Yeah, defense still win championships.
Yeah, man. So in the Eastern Conference, we're looking at the Pacers are 10, the 10th spot with 5 and 6. They below the half line. They got a lot of work to do.
Well, if they're in the 10th spot due to the play-in tournament, they still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Oh yeah. No. We well early. I know we well early
yeah.
in the season. Oh, Hornets are at 15 with 3 and 9. They need plenty time. But we have to be early in the season because when we go over to the Western Conference, Mr. Sawyer, I have some very sad news for you.
Yeah, LeBron injured.
Oh,
He's injured.
is
He
it
have a strained groin. I watched the play. I watched the game the other night.
watch injury happen?
Yeah, man.
Because they are 2 and 9, and they're number 14 in the league.
I know.
And I mean in the Western
In the
Conference.
West, yeah.
All of the California teams except for the Clippers had made an amazing surge. Because remember, they were 11, 12, 13, 12, 13, 14. And now the Lakers dropped to the 14th spot, and the Clippers jump up to 7th with 7 and 5.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers on Wednesday night. That's when LeBron
LeBron hurt
hurt
himself.
groin, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Late in the fourth quarter, midway
boy.
through the fourth.
I don't know. We were relying on Rick Fox to be negotiating this trade for Buddy from the Pacers to the Lakers, but Rick Fox is negotiating some other business. I think he let us down. The Lakers and LeBron gonna have to do this by themselves.
Because their team is filled with people that can't shoot, and teams are letting these fellas stay open. Only AD and LeBron at times can shoot. Nobody else in the team can shoot, and the fellas that we thought could have shoot, who wasn't playing last year because of injury, like a Kendrick Nunn and whatnot.
It turns out they can't shoot
Still
still.
can't shoot. Like they still trying to get their leg. And like if the Lakers get to 20 losses before they get to 10 wins,
Yeah.
call the season a wash.
Yeah, I got a text here that says, look here, Dwight Howard is super soft. He is cotton soft.
He could be as cotton soft as he wants. I want you to know, no person that wins 3 Defensive Player of the Years. Right? That's like the Ben Wallaces. That's the Dennis Rodmans. That's players like that. These fellas serious. Like when they go on, like he could joke around and clown around on the sidelines as much as he wants.
Yeah.
And plenty of people don't understand that. There are times to be serious and times to be joking and jovial. You can't be serious the entire time. Otherwise, then, but you can lose your mind.
Absolutely. But look here, give me one of them sheets because we got to talk about something. FIBA.
Fever.
Yeah. So Bahamas has a game tonight.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Their audience. Bahamas have a
Yeah.
game
And-
tonight.
and let me tell you something. No,
And-
nobody,
Uh-huh.
no Kai.
Yeah, this is
No
what I
head
say.
coach.
Right, hold on. It gets worse than that. I mean, when I say it gets worse than that, this is a perfect opportunity, right? This is a perfect opportunity for those who remain to push forward and show the Bahamas what they're worth. So we don't want to look at it
Yeah,
negative.
our team needs to start practicing together the way other countries do. Just
Absolutely.
practice together.
And I think that's going to be our biggest issue.
Yeah, man.
Buddy, like you say, Buddy's not playing, Kai's not playing. They didn't even mention DeAndre.
Yeah, because
Right?
he has yet to play.
Yeah, they haven't even mentioned him, which means that he is probably never going to be on the roster.
Not this year.
Which is a big problem for me. We need to go have a meeting with the Phoenix Suns.
And ask them what's going on.
Yeah, we need to have some sort of bilateral vibe to figure out how we're going to make this work. Not just our coach, Chris DeMarco, because he's a Golden State
Warrior
assistant coach. We're going to also be missing out on Franco Miller Jr. and Gavin Clark Jr., who are NCAA Division I players.
So they playing ball already.
Right. And then I know the players who would have come from the European League, right? I think they play now as well. And we may not have them either.
To get together and practice more often as a team, not just fellas come together and
Yeah. Because they've shown what they could do.
Yeah, man,
they've
they
shown
showed-
the potential.
Exactly. They put
And
together.
we could get to the Olympics. We could get there.
We can get there.
There's
can get there.
another great story. In fact, I'm going to tell you all. I couldn't condense all of the stories into today's notes, but if you check out the Guardian sports section for this past week and check out the Tribune sports section as well, you will see the amount of talent, the number of young players who are playing collegiate ball and who are playing professional ball in Europe and in Asia, right?
They doing it, man.
Right, we have an opportunity. It's about coordinating all of the moving parts to make it possible. Like you say, how do we ensure that all of the players could come together and practice? Do we need to fly Bahamian players to Europe and get some sort of allowance for the NBA
training
players
facility, yeah.
right, to
Something.
join them? Something has to work.
Something they gotta
Because
put together.
here. And let me tell you what I mean. I found a story, Mr. Sawyer. I found a story. Underwater Torpedo League.
I saw that.
Underwater Torpedo League. Dear caller, let's go to this caller, then we
Yeah.
can get to that story. Good morning, caller. You on the clock? Good morning, caller. We missed you. Underwater Torpedo League is an underwater sport developed by Marine Special Forces water survival instructors in 2017. This sport is developed by Marine Special Forces water survival instructors. It started as a military training tool. It's a competitive sport now with the primary goal of teaching people water confidence, safety, and fun. And basically, the object of the game is to move the torpedo underwater and place the torpedo in the opposing team's goal.
Now the thing that I don't know is the torpedo set for launch?
Yeah, it from the clip that I saw, it appears to be mechanized, right?
Okay.
Now, you cannot break the surface of the water. Producer, we go to this call when you're ready. You can't break the surface of the water with the torpedo in your hand, with the torpedo. But I think you could throw the torpedo above the water. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock. Good morning, caller. We still going to try for a second. Good morning, caller. You there? We missed you.
By the way,
Yeah.
I might just got a text here saying that Franco Miller Jr., who plays for the Fever team, who's in college,
Yeah.
apparently his dad was a legend on the court too, and the name kind of rings a bell. Franco Miller would have played for, I guess, like Hawksbill or Tabernacle or something back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, listen,
I missed them. It's
Franco
amazing.
Miller, right? Please call us. Call the show. Maybe if not this week, next week. Call us. Tell us about your
Yeah, man,
the legend.
I think it's Hawksbill.
Yeah. But anyway, let's go to this caller. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock. Good morning, caller. Producer getting no sound on this. Yeah, we have some absolute talent. It's just like in the U.S.
Yeah.
You could go to an NBA game, or you could go to the court in the Bronx. You go to the court in Harlem, and you watch games better than the NBA games, right?
Oh, trust me, certain fellas don't even get street cred until they play ball on Rocker Park and you know,
Yeah.
and the various serious courts around the league.
In fact, you're right.
Summer league
you
ball.
could be an NBA star, but if you can't compete on that tarmac, on that asphalt, then you get no respect. Okay, so Franco Miller Jr., double NCAA.
And the texts keep coming in saying that Franco Miller played ball in Europe after high school.
There you go.
There you go.
Listen, this is why I got to keep pushing my Uncle Stanley Mitchell. Let's get this sports museum up and running.
Because you don't know who you were around. You don't know who you sitting next to at work. You know, he's just Mr. Miller to you.
And it's a resource.
Yeah,
it's a
man.
national and a natural resource.
Tap that for you know, because he knows exactly where to go, what to do in Europe.
Yeah.
So, you know, because, you know, certain things here in the Bahamas will always remain open value.
Yeah.
You know, COB.
Right, the
McDonald's,
small
Wendy's, the smallest
things that make the trip
exactly
perfect.
You can tell people when they're going over, this is where you go, this is what you do, this is what you eat,
Yeah.
this is what you wear.
It's
This is
a
a good restaurant to go to. This is a good hotel to stay
Right,
at.
right.
These things are not passed down.
Right, and putting together an Olympic team, right, is not just haphazard. It's not just find 7, 12 by them who could play really well.
Right.
It's about a focus on all of the elements involved. Absolutely. That's why this UTL story have me, buddy. Underwater Torpedo League, right? So it's like water polo, but you play underwater, right? And they tackling each other underwater. And I thought to myself,
I gotta go look this up.
how could they have this whole game and the Bahamas is not one of the first teams? Because who could play that game better than the crawfish, the fisherman, the spear fisher?
This is without tanks on your back. This without
Yes, they no tanks.
So you just
No.
So you gotta go down, breathe.
Yeah, no
hold your breath,
apparatus.
Go up, catch it.
I don't know about God rest.
Oh, these fellas in shape.
Rest in peace, LeVar Pratt. I don't know about who wrestled a shark under the water, man. This
Oh, these fellas in shape.
right. But here's what I'm saying in terms of how do you build not just a one-time World Series experience, right? How do you build a league and an industry, right? It's all of the little parts. And the Bahamas should be the center of everything water and underwater sport. But let's get to this caller. Good morning, caller. You're on the clock.
Erin,
Yes, sir.
sorry for calling back.
Don't
I know
worry.
You're probably hanging up on me saying this phone could either be annoying, but I had to call back because I forgot you mentioned Rick Fox.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate him for bringing business to his country
Okay. Yeah.
and making employment for everybody. But I also want, Sawyer boy, let's talk about college playoff. Who you like in the college playoff and who you like in the college playoff, Erin Greene. I'm out of here now. I'm not going to call back.
That's all right. You know me.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir. As a typical Bahamian woman, I think all them little college children should focus on their studies, before they get their degree. Who you focus on?
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
Yeah.
People can say what they want, say about who playing in college football, but until actually, that happened now officially. That's the only way you won't see Alabama now
Yeah.
in the college football playoff. But you know, Tennessee looks good.
Yeah.
Georgia looks excellent.
Yeah.
Georgia looks magnifique. I go with Georgia. I go
All
with
right.
Georgia again to repeat. You
Yeah.
know, which very rarely happens in college football. But I could go with Georgia.
Absolutely.
I feel safe in going with the Bulldogs. Yeah.
Absolutely. I haven't been following too closely. What I enjoy from the collegiate league is the clips. NFL is great, but you see some plays.
Yeah. Look, the fellas in college football don't have a care in the world. They playing for the love of the game.
Yeah, and some of them have a little extra drive. They play in to try get a contract. They're trying to get to the NFL, so there's a little extra drive. And now we have this new league. I keep forgetting the name of it, but Dwayne Johnson is one of the backers.
The XFL.
Yeah, XFL League. There you go. So there are a lot more opportunities to play now in football. And y'all don't forget, we got a Mike Strawn in the Colts, right? So this is a real dream, right? This is not just a pie in the sky. This is a real dream. The Colts are playing the Raiders this week. The Colts are 3-5-1. The Raiders are 2-6.
Jesus, that's gonna be the donkey game of the week.
And yeah, well, last week, I don't know, because last week the Colts got beat 3-26 by the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots ain't even got no team.
And that was rough. Boy, I wonder how the Patriots feel now with Tom Brady losing for a different team. And maybe the magic is in the Patriots and not in the Tom Brady, and it just had to wear off. But look here, let me touch on some local sports headlines for the people. This is an important one. Ministry and National Sports Authority join hands for the second annual Fitness Fest workout. This story is in the Nassau Tribune. For the month of November, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. There is going to be a free training, free fitness access with Comby Smith, whose style of soca and Junkanoo aerobics have made him one of the most popular trainers in the Bahamas. Also, for fitness aficionados, I don't know what that means because I just like the jersey.
Yeah, they got free workouts in a minute.
Yeah. The Chickchani Challenge returns. The country's premier obstacle course challenge will make its grand return to Clifton Heritage Park on Saturday, December 3rd. It's in its 7th edition. It puts one's fitness and endurance to the test over a 3-mile course featuring some 16 obstacles. There are prizes for the first, second, and third groups to cross the finish line in the fastest time and complete the most obstacles. And
yeah, man, I'll go there to chill. I'll go there to chill.
Thank you, producer. It's time to go to a break, and when
50, 60. Oh no!
When we come back from the break, we're gonna have some more local sports news, and I'm gonna see if I can get Mr. Sawyer III to join me in the Chickchani obstacle course
cheering
race.
section.
Stay tuned, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. You're on the clock. We'll be right back.
How important collecting your money can be to the success of your business. Start your relationship with Fidelity today so that we can show you the many options available to you with our merchant services. From click and pay options online to merchant terminals and e-commerce options. We're here to help your business succeed. For more details, speak to one of our business development officers at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit our website at fidelitygroup.com or visit any of our branches. Fidelity, we're good for you.
Here we go. J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents are the best. Reliable service, we've been on the scene, protected since 1919. J.S. Johnson Insurance has the test. You'll always cover me. JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Remember when Zoom was just a sound effect? When your living room wasn't your gym? When a cough didn't scare people away? That was the good old days. And thankfully, they are coming back. As things return to normal, remember it is essential to be fully immunized against all vaccine-preventable diseases like COVID-19, diphtheria, tetanus, measles, and influenza. This message is brought to you by PAHO WHO, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Caribbean Development Bank, the Government of Canada, and the United States of America.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Good morning and welcome back to On the Clock on this Sports Friday with Eric Sawyer III. We are delving into some local news, but feel free to call or text and tell us about your favorite NFL team and why you think we've been dissing them for the last few weeks. I told you, Mr. Sawyer, I've expanded my list of teams I'm pulling for: Dolphins, Buccaneers, Chiefs, Colts, and Steelers. I was going to pull for the 49ers, but I think that'll affect our relationship.
No, man. No, there's plenty of space in the bandwagon. There's plenty of space in the bandwagon. We have CMC now. Debo coming back healthy. Yeah, we just lost, I'm Jason Verrett yesterday.
Yeah.
To a season-ending injury. But, we'll be okay.
And I have a feeling...
Jason Verrett, I believe he's found me the 80. Like, the two of them made a glass. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
If Tom Brady and the Buccaneers don't start acting right, though, I'm going to have to drop them from my list. And maybe I can add the 49ers.
Well, they won last week, and they're first in their division.
Yeah, I do. That's when the pressure really... In fact, just a little off the field news, I'm wondering if they had a little insider information. And this divorce is just like a hoax, right? Like just a scheme. Because that would make them both very Bahamian. But that's an aside, right? Because maybe they had to divorce for financial reasons. And maybe this was an attempt to salvage as much of the resources as they can post this tragic economic event. And it has impacted the lives of many people, and it will continue to impact the lives of many people. So I'm not making fun, but I am going to crack a few jokes here and there about it. But let's get into this news, right? Marianne Higgs Clark crowned the mother of Carifta 2023. I think this story is important, not just because she attended SAC, the St. Augustine's College,
Lord,
from 1974 to 1980, where she established herself as one of the top track.
There are two types of people in the world.
Yeah.
Those that went to SAC and those that are glad they never did.
We just happy that the SACers grace us with their presence. Anyway, she participated in the first Carifta Games, I think established in 72. In the Carifta Games that were established in 72. But she participated from 74 to 81, winning numerous gold and silver medals.
She's done everything.
She is being honored. She won the Austin Seeley Award in 1978 for the Bahamas. The games are April 7th to 10th next year. They're going to be at Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. The Legends Walk, an official Carifta 50th opening ceremony, is scheduled for Thursday, December 1st. This will be preceded by an international press conference scheduled for Wednesday, November 30th. The public can keep up to date with all events. Go to Carifta50.com or follow the Carifta 50 social media pages. And if you are interested in partnering with the local organizing committee, you can email them at marketing@locbahamas.org for more information. Okay, another story. Xavier Johnson wins gold in Quebec Open. Bahamian Junior judoka Xavier Johnson was busy.
I know his mommy and his uncle.
Yeah, man, we know them.
Yeah, man, like I know him.
Yeah. And this
Remember when he was born, boy.
Let me show you something. This is a great example of the support, right, needed to propel our young athletes onto the international stage. And we say congratulations to him, and we say big up to his family that keep pushing him, keep supporting him, and keep driving him. And beloved, because his mothers share his successes with us. So
Ordain is posted every day.
Yeah, and that's great. Okay, pro golfer Cameron Riley, 6th overall. He finished 6th place at the APGA Tour Charlie Sifford Centennial Tournament. And that was October 25th through 26th in Houston, Texas.
Boy, getting a rise out of sock people now, hitting me in the chat now.
Yeah.
Telling me, oh, yeah, you saying it wrong. Yeah,
Tell it.
wish they did. No.
Oh, okay.
Glad they never did. It's the correct term.
That's all right. Oh, okay. That's all right. That's all right. Dear Sockers, we love y'all, man. In fact, we love this rivalry, right?
I just love to watch them get riled up over nothing.
Yes, man.
But you went to college.
Uh-huh.
You went to university.
Yeah.
You got married.
Uh-huh.
You have children.
Yeah.
You have grandchildren.
Yeah.
Your grandchildren are looking to have children.
Yeah.
And you still talking about, I went to SAC, you know.
Absolutely. And you know why, Sawyer? First of all, I can do the same thing about QC. If anybody ever let me adopt their children or grandchildren, I could do the same. What? No, but not just that. We thankful for SAC for the contributions they make to the community, man.
Yeah, no,
what
man.
they did with the Uncle Lou charity tournament.
They do well for society, but you can't tease them about this. You can tease anyone else about this.
Oh, no, we can tease them.
We
can tease them.
No, but that, like, they gang up on you. Like,
You
can find yourself an accountant. You can find yourself a truck driver. You can find yourself a doctor. You can find yourself.
Man, look here. I got a text. I got a text from Osaka here.
And they still, listen.
Listen, apparently Orly Fowler was the best female runner SAC ever had. Well, good morning to Orly Fowler and all the people Orly beat on that track. Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, man. I like the rivalry. I like the rivalry.
I love it as well.
See, because when you go to the BAIS softball championship story, right? It's in the Guardian. The games were postponed last week because of the storm, right? Mm-hmm. In the junior boys division, Queens College Comets were up 3-0 against Temple Christian. In the girls division, the Comets were up 10-0 against SAC before the rain.
Yes.
There you go,
yes.
right? And see, and the story reminds us that they are the big red machine. Those games will continue where they left off, I think, on Tuesday of this week coming. The senior division games never got going. For the senior boys, it'll be Nassau Christian Schools Crusaders against the SAC Big Red Machine.
Big Rusty Machine.
Senior girls, it'll be the Crusaders and the Queens College Comets.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Okay. So, in another story, the 8th annual CG Atlantic Medical Invitational will be held at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center on Saturday, November the 12th. Racing will begin at 8:30 a.m. The second session will begin at 5:30 p.m. Let me tell you all a story about the heaven and the glory. You feeling down, you feeling sad, you're a little depressed, and you need a burst of energy to start your day. Go watch some little children race.
Yeah.
Go watch some little children jump in the water, bubble up, and race each other.
They love it.
It will just bring complete joy to your life here.
They already sleep right now waiting for tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? But just supporting young people will make you feel great. Got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss Greene. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, sir?
I hear you talking about some athletics and stuff like that.
We talking about soccer.
Man, that in the second class school.
Thank you very much.
We about the D government high.
Boom.
We did not.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't talking about the countrymen, the ones in the bus.
No. That's where my father went to school.
You talking about the ones underneath Ponciana.
Yeah.
I got you.
My father
you
went
ever
to
heard
D
with
government.
You ever heard with a fellow named Willie Thompson, Dr. Willie Thompson?
Yes, sir.
You know, he never lost a race in his life.
What?
See that?
From junior school and Eastern Senior, Eastern Junior, Eastern Senior, Government High.
He ever got married?
Any track meet he ever ran in, he never lost a race.
He ever got married?
No, he ever never got. He passed away and everything.
That's how, because he couldn't.
He was a what do you call it? People who's full with bones and thing.
He's an orthopedic doctor.
I think he was a surgeon.
Yeah, orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah, he was an orthopedic surgeon.
Okay.
I think he last worked before his demise, he last worked at Doctor's Hospital. He was the son of Stokes Thompson. You ever heard on the corner of Mackey Street and Madera Street in the corner right there with a big lot is on the corner opposite the Rubis gas station?
Yeah.
That's where they live. Stokes, the big man Stokes.
Yeah.
It was Willard. It was his older brother Tommy. Tommy was also a 100-yard and a 200, but Tommy went to QC. Willard never lost a race in his life.
I got you. Thank you.
As a junior, intermediate, and senior.
All right.
All right.
For the history books. I said I was going to ask if he's married because he couldn't run on faster than his wife. He may be undefeated on the court. Okay, here is another story. The Bahamas Esports Federation partners with BTC for Internet Latency Survey. So they say, hey, we realize there's a whole industry. Let's work together to ensure that we're providing the best service possible to our local gamers, right? So you could go find that survey on the BESF website, or you could go to BESF242.org online gaming ping test. Basically, just search that.
Gamers make money,
I telling you. Remember our friend Lucius?
Yeah. Fellas sit home and just play game.
Yeah. And
All
make
day.
money. And guess what?
Money.
You don't even have to make money from winning the game. You could make money from recording yourself, playing the game
exactly,
with other people. And yeah, absolutely.
It's amazing.
Their parents, their Ministry
no
of
for
Tourism.
A 9 to 5. Let us dig into this. Let us have an international gaming conference here in the Bahamas.
Because what we need to do is invite people to paradise to go sit inside a hotel and play video games. It is brilliant.
Or
it
to
is
sit
good.
outside with some shades on and play video games outside.
I mean, don't get super brilliant, Mr. Sawyer. Absolutely. This is easy stuff. Okay.
I got a story for you too.
Yeah, come on.
Tiger Woods is going to play in his Invitational.
In the Bahamas?
In the Bahamas.
What's the date? I mean, when this weekend?
Next month.
Next month? We're going to get that story on that December.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
December something.
Because look here.
Playing. First time ever. He's going to play.
Because this boy Cameron Riley, he need to go play with Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger invited like the top 12 players in the world.
All right.
Something like that. Yeah, of the top 16, 14 of them coming. 14 or 13 of them coming.
Absolutely. This is awesome. This is awesome. It's about growing industry. It's about growing industry. Okay, just the last stories before we go. Y'all check out these two headlines. Bahamians participating in FINA Swimming Cup and Bahamian Bison's Quintet in action at Road Meet. That's some of our swimmers, some of our sort of junior high schoolers and our collegiate athletes out there beating the pool bad. Why? Because Bahamians should dominate any sport that has anything to do. In fact, we should have the world's leading water boys and water girls. Anything to do with water, we're supposed to run it. Anyway, to my listeners and to the callers, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for playing the game.
Likewise.
Thank you for being patient with me. I get excited when we talk about sports. I used to be an ocean free-floating champion in my sporty days.
Ocean free-floating
champion.
Okay, so you just know how to float.
No, I'm professionally. I'm a professional floater.
Yeah,
you guys have a great day. Thank you, producer.
Have a great weekend too, Erin.
And y'all stay tuned.
We play in the Chargers. We can win. And the Dolphins, I pull in for you all to lose.
And listen, good luck to all the swimmers.
Cowgirls out there. Yeah, you're still cowgirls. Don't feel like I forget y'all. It's girls.
Thank you, producer. Y'all stay tuned. Guardian Radio AM is next.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.